What if a celebrity's glittering existence concealed a tragedy so profound that it left her home deserted and her legacy in the dark? The voice of a generation, Whitney Houston, met a tragic conclusion at the age of 48. Her wealth and mansion speak of grief. You must listen to this trip from her ascent to her last days. Watch this video through to the end to learn the truth about Whitney's tragic death and her abandoned home. It's a heartbreaking story. Singing was Whitney Houston's calling. She was born in Newark, New Jersey, in 1963, and came from a musical family. Her mother, gospel singer Cissy Houston, and her cousin, legend Dionne Warwick. Whitney became known as Nippy when she was 11 years old and performing solo at New Hope Baptist Church. Under the guidance of mentor Clive Davis, she signed with Arista Records at the age of 19, and her debut album, Whitney Houston, peaked at #1 on the Billboard 200 in 1985. She sold over 200 million records and became a worldwide celebrity with hits like I Wanna Dance with Somebody and Greatest Love of All. She made $33 million from the sale of 45 million copies of her 1992 movie The Bodyguard and its soundtrack, which featured the song I Will Always Love You. Whitney was unstoppable after winning 6 Grammys and landing a $100 million Arista deal in 2001 until things took a turn for the worst. Her mansion in New Jersey came to represent her highs and lows. Whitney possessed a 13,607 square foot house on 5 acres in Mendham that she had paid $1.4 million for in 1993. It housed her 1992 wedding to Bobby Brown and featured a recording studio, 2 jacuzzis, a pool, and curved glass walls. However, financial difficulties set in by 2006, and the house almost went up for auction due to a $4 million mortgage. Following Whitney sold it in 2010, it lay empty and deteriorated following her death in 2012. According to New Jersey Monthly, fans who were drawn to the spooky home left flowers as a memento of her heyday that is now deserted. The key? Whitney's dreams and her demise were contained in this house. The narrative of Whitney's financial worth was more depressing. She amassed $250 million during her heyday in the 1990s, thanks to tours, albums, and movies like The Preacher's Wife, which brought in $10 million for her. However, she was exhausted by legal fights, such as a costly divorce from Bobby Brown and a $100 million lawsuit from her father in 2002. She continued to suffer with cocaine and prescription narcotics, and by 2012, she owed Sony Music $20 million. According to Lawyers Club India, she occasionally lived in a motel and had a net worth of just $10,000. Her estate recovered after her passing, generating $40 million in a single year from the sale of music and the movie Sparkle, which is currently valued at over $100 million and is run by Primary Wave. Tragically, Whitney's life ended on February 11, 2012. Before the Grammy Awards, she was discovered unconscious in a bathtub at the Beverly Hilton. She died at the age of 48 from unintentional drowning, which was caused by heart problems and cocaine. Prescription medications discovered in her room suggested that she was struggling, even though she had been partying in Los Angeles and looked healthy at Clive Davis's event. God was amazed when celebrities like Oprah Winfrey and Kevin Costner attended her burial at New Hope Baptist Church and referred to her as a lady in heaven. Whitney left her daughter, Bobbi Kristina, as her successor for all time when she said farewell, but Bobby's death in a bathtub in 2015 at the age of 22 mirrored her mother's demise, leaving the inheritance to Cissy Houston and her brothers. Despite suffering, Whitney's legacy lives on. According to Variety, her estate quadrupled earnings by 2022 and is currently doing well thanks to a 2019 Higher Love remix and a 2022 biopic, I Wanna Dance with Somebody. Her voice is preserved by a holographic display in Las Vegas and a $1 million nth of a 17-year-old Whitney. Clips of her Bodyguard performance were posted by fans on X in 2005, who referred to her as irreplaceable. However, her abandoned Mendham house, which a fan purchased for $1.6 million in 2022, serves as a reminder of her struggles. The tale of Whitney, a lady who loved the world but was unable to save herself, serves as a warning about the price of fame. Whitney is a celebrity who rose and fell, as seen by her abandoned home and broken riches. Her music continues to uplift us despite her tragic passing. Homage to a voice we will never forget. Don't miss this glimpse inside her heart. Please hit the like button and forward this video to a Whitney fan if her tale resonated with you. To read more stories about music legends, subscribe and hit the bell. What is your favorite Whitney Houston song? Tell us in the comments. Let's continue to shine her light.